What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today I am very excited to bring you guys Call of Duty Ghosts 101 Episode 1. Yes, that's right. This is going to be one of the biggest series on my channel this year. It's going to be all about giving you guys tips and tricks to improve your Call of Duty Ghosts game. So, here in Episode 1, I thought we might as well cover the basics because a lot of you guys that will be getting the game at midnight tonight are going to want to know how the leaning and the sliding features work in the game, because they're pretty intuitive, but there are a couple of details that you may not know about. So, starting off with the slide, this is Infinity Ward's version of the Dolphin Dive. When you're sprinting, you hold the crouch or the prone button, and your character's going to drop down and curl up into this kneeling position, and he's going to slide forward for probably 5 feet or so. And this thing is very, very good for moving from cover to cover, because when you curl up like that, you make yourself a harder target to hit. It decreases the size of your hitbox, and if enemies are trying to shoot you in your chest, which is where most people aim, you're going to drop down below their bullets and you're going to be safe. So, like I said, this is great for moving from cover to cover, or if you're trying to run out into the open to capture a flag or a domination point, whatever it is, it's a good way to move around and make you a harder target to hit for the enemies. Now, another thing you can do is you can actually slide straight into prone, which is pretty cool as well. So what you do to that is you just sprint and then you hold down the prone button and continue to hold it even when you're sliding, and at the end of your slide, you're going to drop down to the prone position. So if you're sliding into a really low piece of cover, that's obviously useful because you're going to stay out of sight of the enemies. So yeah, that is the slide in Call of Duty Ghosts. It's actually pretty useful. I find myself using it quite a bit, and I suggest that you guys implement it into your game as well. Now, moving on to the second part of this video, let's talk about the lean, because I don't think everybody's going to know how to do this, and I think a lot of you guys are going to want to know how to do it. So you can lean around pretty much any wall or piece of cover in the game, as long as it's like waist height or above. And what you do is when you're on a wall and approaching a corner, look for this little yellow arrow that shows up on the side of your crosshairs, and once you see that, that means you can lean. Just aim down sight and it's automatically going to have you lean around that corner. So that's how it works, and a lot of people don't know about that indicator, but that's how you can tell if you can lean around a wall or a piece of cover. Now, if you're going up to something and you already know you can lean around it, like you've done it before, or it's just a normal corner where you know you can lean around it, you don't have to look for that little arrow thing. Just go up to it, aim down sight, and then move towards the corner, and it'll automatically make you lean. So that works a little bit better. It's a little bit quicker, a little bit more fluid in game if you want to lean quickly and take out enemies. So that can be pretty useful. Now, one thing to note is that you can actually move around quite a bit when you're in this lean system. Like, you can move right and left to adjust yourself and see more or less the enemies, and keep in mind, when you see more of them, they see more of you, and vice versa. And then you can also, you can crouch. You can't prone, you can't lean while prone, but you can crouch and stand up, and you can move around a bit. So make sure to adjust yourself to set yourself up to where you can just barely see the enemies, because that means that they're seeing as little of you as possible, and you'll definitely have the advantage, especially from a distance. As you can see right here, from a distance, it makes a big, big, big deal. Now, one last thing to note is you can actually slide into a lean, so you can combine both of these features if a situation ever arises where that would be useful. But anyway, there you guys have it. That is all about the lean and the slide in Call of Duty Ghosts. Hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Ghosts 101. If you did, make sure to support it. Likes, favorites, comments, all that stuff is greatly appreciated. I've been working very, very hard on Ghost videos for you guys. More Ghosts 101 episodes coming soon, but in the meantime, check out one of these other 2 videos if you have not seen them yet. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you all later. Peace out.